Good morning everybody. Today we're going to Amsterdam. I've been in Amsterdam many times, but today I'm going for a particular reason. I want to see the Pokémon Van Gogh exhibition. I believe it's going to run only till January, so this is my last chance to see it. I know it might look like I have a lot of opportunities, especially since we are in November, but I have other trips planned, so I won't be able to make it any other weekend. You can see how quiet the Sunday morning is. So I didn't make it on time. I'll have to wait like 20 minutes. That's the one I need. So yeah, that gives me time to get a coffee. So what you saw there is the complement that you have to pay because you are taking a direct train that only stops at Schiphol and Amsterdam. So you are going actually quite fast. This is one of the newest trains. So it's great that it's here a bit earlier because I can chill. If not, I would have had to wait at the station. I got in first class. I have to go to second. It still smells like new. Yeah, today is better. One cool thing about these new trains is that they have USB-A, but I think that's really stupid. They should have included USB-C. So the European Union makes a law that everything needs to have USB, and then they make a new train with USB-A. Everybody was queuing for the electric stair. So I came out from the north side, and the south side is where I want to go. So welcome to Amsterdam, a pricey, overpopulated city where you probably don't want to live. And this is the main street, the one that will connect you from the train station to the Dam Square. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a shitty city to live in, but I think it's an incredible city to visit. And of course the Christmas spirit is everywhere here also. And here we are at the Dam Square. One of Amsterdam's highlights. That's the Royal Palace. Opposite to it, free walking tours depart. I think this is the emptiest I've seen the square in quite some time actually. I need to kill some time, so let's go and check the canals. I think the city center of Amsterdam will change quite soon. They are working on some laws and some new regulations to move the red zone and what you actually can do on the street, because it went way too far and locals are really tired of it. So they basically want to get rid of some tourists, and I can understand the city is collapsed. I think the way they are going to do it is moving the red zone to a different area, and it won't allow people smoking marijuana on the streets anymore or drinking alcohol. So it seems the regulations are already in place. You can see the signs there. So no public drinking, no smoking, zone moving. Those are some of the initiatives that they are taking. But I really wonder if that's going to be enough. No one is going to stop coming to the party city, especially British people. I think this is a party center for them. Most of the advertisements to discourage tourism were directed to the UK. And of course they had an opinion about it, and then they said like, we don't care, we are still going. And we will keep partying the hell out of it. So yeah, there you have it. And I wonder, what do they expect? They basically did everything to make this one of the most friendly cities for party and tourism. It's going to take years to take that back. And I think it's already working. If you walk by many of the red area windows where the sex workers are, they are available for rent. When I visited Amsterdam for the first time, back in 2017, all the windows were occupied. You wouldn't see any rental or available room signs. So my theory is that also many of them moved to OnlyFans. They probably make more money that way and in a safer way than exposing themselves to drunk people. And I'm not saying that sex workers are going to disappear. I just think that it's going to reach some balance. Some are going to online platforms, some are going to other areas, some are going to stay. But for sure, Some of these red windows are going to be repurposed. I can already see some of them being converted to cafes or stores. I'll show you something in case you didn't notice. There's the church and there are some windows. I think now you see the irony on that. 100 euros fine if you smoke. You can still drink and smoke inside places, but you cannot do it on the street. So really I don't know how much those signs are going to work. And as you can see, many are not happy with the resolution. Every time I come, I see more Argentinian restaurants. I wonder how long it will take for them to start starving. There's no way there's business for everybody. I went only once to one Argentinian restaurant and it was not in the city center. It was a bit farther and it was really good. I don't think you get a real deal in the city center. You have to go a bit farther for a good one. I think here in the city center are mostly tourist traps. I don't even think it's actual Argentinian meat. And we are back to the Dam Square. This is just a test video to see how good are my AirPods. I want to know if the sound is better or it's worse. It's starting to rain. I might need to get into the cafe pretty soon. I just need to find something that's not in a Starbucks. Here's the Dunkin' Donuts. I'll stop there. I hope they have some tables. So back outside, it stopped raining. I think I spent like an hour at the Dunkin' Donuts. And this is the flower market. So I got into this store only to show you. As you can see, you can get seeds for all kind of plants and vegetables, and mainly tulips. You can see you can get tulip bulbs. There you have the prices. The store was always Christmas. I could go crazy if I have to listen to that song all day long. Let's go see some ducks. They are so funny. If people from the UK stop coming in, I don't know who's going to buy all this. A picaduck. And now they have pigs. Look at this building. So now I'm heading to the museum. It's still a bit early. I think I have to wait like 2 hours and a half, but I will see what to do there. This is the Fondel Park, by the way. According to the weather app, it shouldn't rain anymore, but we'll see. So I'm finally getting closer. That building that you see on the background is the Rijksmuseum. Okay, we have finally reached the museum square. And what you see there is a Van Gogh museum. So here's where we are supposed to be, but in like 2 hours. So we are now at the museum square. I think there are like 5 or 6 museums here. I'll show you a good point of view of the Rijksmuseum. That's one of the 6 museums that you can see in this area. You see? Great spot for a photo. So since the weather is not helping, I'm looking for a place where I can sit for a while and maybe grab some lunch. Burger King must be one of the cheapest. $4.95 for 2 cheeseburgers, fries and Coca-Cola Zero. Burger King is great. It's really cheap. They have really good promotions. The toilets were clean, the Wi-Fi was really good, they have charging stations. McDonald's today was a disappointment. They didn't have any power outlets. And I almost checked every table. It's getting really cold, by the way. When I left Rotterdam, it was about 10 degrees, but it didn't feel like that. And now it's the same, like 11, 10 degrees, but it feels like 8. I think wind is making it colder. I think the Van Gogh Museum is one of the few that need the reservation before going. So I was telling you, the Van Gogh Museum is one of the few that you need to book in advance, and they'll give you a time slot. So for example, my time slot was for 3:30, and that's the time that you have to go there. I think it's not that strict. Okay, so here we are. And if you're early, they allow you to get in. Okay, so we're going to do a Pokémon hunt. So I completed everything. Time to claim my prize. And the prize is a postcard. Well, that was it. Unfortunately, all their Pokémon stock is out. It seems they sold out in the first weeks of the exposition. So the only thing that you can get are postcards. If you look online, there are some resellers, but they are asking a fortune for them, like £500 or so. That's one of the reasons why they stopped selling stuff, because people was taking advantage of it. And as you can see, it's raining again. This weekend has been just great. So I think that's it for today's vlog. I'm going to head back to Rotterdam and call it a day. Look how Christmassy.